Whenever I hear the music, it's just automatic. So do we have everyone from outside that's in already? If you're outside, please come on in. We are ready to start the conference. But what I do need you all to do is get a little more excited about the 8th annual Atefu Conference. Everybody get up and get excited about this as we get started. Get up and get excited. The God Man Up Conference. And as y'all know, we had an awesome time last night. For those of you who weren't here, I am like up here jittery. I had some things in my head and my forehead, and I'm trying to find a doctor because I'm gonna get 2 more of them things in my head today. But again, it's the 8th annual Atefu Conference. We are so excited to have so many young people here. So everyone who is 25 and under, please stand up like you did last night. 25 and under. Absolutely. So all of you in the back, I want you all to come up front. Brothers that are in the front, please make room for these brothers as y'all come on up front. Come on up front. You done stood up now. Come on up front. We want you front and center of what's going to happen today, because this is for you to understand what it means to be a God man. That doesn't take anything away from the other brothers here, because we all need learning. But right now, this is about you. So make sure if you don't have a pen and piece of paper like you're in school, get one, find one, ask your Atefu. More especially, you probably got it on your phone. Just bust out your phone and get to the notes, and we will be good today. Are we still good? All right. So again, the 8th annual Atefu Conference. We got everyone up front that we need up front, and we are going to get started because we got a jam-packed day today. The first conference we're going to have, or the speaker, will be about stoke your raw force. So we're going to talk about how do you keep your energy up, especially for you young brothers who are in sports and different things like that. We got an awesome, phenomenal speaker today that's just going to blow your socks off, especially for the young people, but also for us older people, right? And I'll talk about that a little later on, because we got a lot of things going on with that too. And then we'll have the Boys to Men at 3:30. And then at 5:30, it'll be restoring our ancestral legacy. Man, and I'm gonna be sitting there with that because we got a lot to learn about our Africanness, right? Something that all of us really need to understand as we go throughout life, where we come from, where we're going. But not just that, how can we apply those principles today in our life? And we're gonna learn all of that today. And then we're gonna have some more things tomorrow, but for today, it is just an awesome time. But what I want to do first, and I'm going to go over on this side. And we don't have to change it around because I'm pretty loud from what I hear. And I got to get my partners out because I am not 20 anymore. So I always take my partners with me. That was for you older people that, you know, we all need these extra glasses. So I want to introduce the head of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Delaware community. Now I'm going to read a bio. But for most of you, you are here because of what Orwa M2 Kamuti means to you, what he has done for so many people, the lives he's touched, everything that he has given up for us. Most of us in here who have been around a long time have stayed in this house for a day, a week, a month, some of us a couple years. And he is just selfless. But I'm going to give you a little bit about him. So Orwa M2 Hutikemu serves as the Orwa, chief priest and paramount king of the Asuraset Society International's Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Southern New Jersey region. As such, he has been responsible for the operations of the Het Neter Temple, established in Philadelphia, PA, over the last 28 years. Initiated into the Assyrian spiritual path in 1982, Orwa is the chief priest for the region in charge of funerary, naming, marital, and monthly spiritual ceremonies. He oversees the administration of the Society's many classes, seminars, and antitheses on subjects including Qigong, Kemetic spirituality, Kundalini yoga, meditation, holistic health, and divination. Orwa has initiated 3 classes of priesthoods and manages their continued training. To further the growth of the African spirituality, Orwa M. Tahuti Kamu instituted 2 annual events, Kemet Fest and the Atefu Conference, modeled on the programs that he initiated in his developmental years in the New York headquarters. Kemet Fest is a 2-day celebration of Kemetic spirituality that includes workshops, keynote lectures, African-centered art, music, and entertainment. The Atefu Conference is a 2-day event focused on the health and spiritual development of African men. It is highlighted by an annual men's invocation for the divinities Heru and Herukahuti. A graduate of the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business, Orwa has played a foundational role in the Society's chief businesses, which includes the Now Cafe, Philadelphia's longest running vegan restaurant. Give it up for the Now Cafe. New Waters, Philadelphia's only African-owned industrial-scale water purification store. Give it up for New Waters. And the Now Gardens, an indoor and outdoor event and performance venue, which we are all sitting here today. Technically enabled, Orwa designed and distributed the Society's Kemetic calendar, which catalogs the monthly cycles of the Paut Neteru. Spurred on by the COVID-19 epidemic, he has also played a principal role in the development and administration of the Society's hybrid learning platform that combines physical meeting spaces with virtual capabilities. Now it is my honor to introduce one of the chief priests in the Osiris-Set International Societies. Of all the chief priests that are here, he is my priest, he is your priest. He has done so much for us to keep us together, understand and grow African spirituality. So let me introduce to some, and to again reintroduce to others, Orwa M. Tahuti Kamu. Give it up for Orwa M. Tahuti Kamu.
Dwa'u, Hetepu, my brothers, and my sons. You're all my sons, and you're all the sons of all of the men who are here in this room today, and also to those of you online, our brothers across the country and also across the globe, in the UK and South Africa and West Africa, and to the Caribbean. I want to greet you and welcome you to the Atefu Conference. And we are just so full of joy today, because in the midst of the tragedy that is taking place within the Black community and the Black world, we've been gifted to receive the knowledge of self, to receive the true understanding of who we are as a people. And that's what the Atefu Conference is all about, particularly our men, that we nurture ourselves with our ancient ancestral culture and we regain our place of leadership in spirituality in the world. Dwaniter. So in the African tradition, we cannot do anything without God. We would not be here without our ancestors, and we must acknowledge those living people who have made it possible for us to stand here. So we're going to begin with a libation. Is the water here? I don't see it. So I'd like you to join me. Just stand, please. Nebuchadnezzar, Lord of all, known by many names, but known as Nebuchadnezzar by our ancestors from ancient Egypt, Kemet. We give thanks for the knowledge that you are ever present and that we are in your presence right now, and that we got up this morning because of your grace. We give thanks to you for making us in your divine likeness, not human beings, not animals, but divine beings. We give thanks to you for sharing your Holy Spirit with us, the Paut Neteru, that some refer to as the angels and archangels, the organs of your body, that you have made the organs of our spiritual bodies. And we give all praise and all thanks to the Paut Neteru for the talents and the abilities that make today possible and that make us excellent in our work on this earth. We give thanks to you, Nebuchadnezzar, as you come through the high and holy men and women of our ancestry, our ancestors from Kemet, from Indus Kush, from Canaan and Sumer, from all over the world where we spread our divine teachings. And we give thanks for those enlightened beings, those sages, holy men and holy women on the earth at this time. Particularly, we say Anetcharak, and we give praise. Nebuchadnezzar, Etayim, Shechem or Shechem, Ra-un Nefer Amen, the first, without whom we would not be here today, who has dedicated his life for 50 years selflessly to the restoration of the ancient greatness of the black man and the black woman. We give thanks to all of those priests and priestesses of the Osirian tradition and all of those priests and priestesses of other high spiritual traditions whose work and dedication will make it possible for us to save this world in crisis. And we praise our ancient ancestors. We know that you are with us here. We know that you are still concerned about the welfare and the destiny of your children, your great-grandchildren, and that you will continue to guide us through our dreams, through the enlightened thoughts in our mind. And we pledge to use this time that we have together today to nourish ourselves on ancient virtue, to recommit ourselves to our personal development, the highest of which is the achievement of our divinity. Duanatir, Duanatir, Duanatir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please be seated. And welcome to those of you online. We give praise and thanks for this day. So this conference is dedicated to the healing of black men. And we all need healing. We all need healing. Healing doesn't just apply when you have a physical ailment, right? By the millions, we are suffering around the world because of a lack of self-knowledge. We are suffering, we are grieving. Many of us are experiencing anxiety, stress responses, depressive thoughts, hopelessness, deep sorrow over the loss of loved ones, doubt and fear over our future, even the future of the country where we happen to reside, our place in the world. And throughout the globe, two things are constant. One is the unconquerable spirit of Black people and the Black man. And I want to remind you today that just a few years ago, just a couple of generations ago, many of us, our great-grandparents, were experiencing unthinkable horrors of our captivity in North America or other conditions around the world as it was being colonialized. Many of our ancestors, our great-great-grandfathers and great-great-grandmothers were witnessing their own children being worked to death or slaughtered. But somehow, some way, they had the strength of spirit to imagine this day where we have progressed relatively as far as the physical condition. We could talk about the financial condition and other things as we go through this conference. But I just want you to imagine, because sometimes we look around and we see all the tragedy, all the crime, all the murder and things that's going on, and we forget that we have within us the power and the obligation to always envision the solution, the progress, the growth, the abundance. Can you imagine that, what it was like just a few years ago for those ancestors? I know some of y'all don't even want to watch the movies, right? Seen enough slave movies. I've seen enough, you don't even want to think about it. But you got to think about the victory of the mindset to go through that and still believe and still visualize that that condition that they were in would not persist. Are you with me on that? That's right. Let's give it up for our ancestors. Over there in a part of the space, we have a shrine to some of our ancestors, and the Spirit led us to a portrait of Harriet Tubman that we've installed. And when you think about it, her journey and those brothers and sisters that also worked on the liberation of our people, it helps to put your life in perspective, right? Helps to put your life in perspective. So the Atefu Conference is a reaffirmation of our greatness. We're not fantasizing about when we were and what we did in the past. We're remembering that those ancestors are still alive in the spiritual plane, that those ancestors are still involved in your life when you commit yourself to your spiritual development and you acknowledge them and you're receptive to their counsel, that those ancestors are still making the effort to guide your path and inspire you. And some of you are those ancestors, and you just need to wake up and remember who you are so that we can continue to restore our people. So I thank you for being here. This conference is meant to be application-based. That means you need to leave here, whenever you leave here, with something to do. You need to leave here, whenever you leave here, with specific guidance on what you have to do to overthrow the lower part of your spirit. What you need to do to strengthen your chi, your Ra force, as we called it. What you need to do to awaken the angelic powers within your spirit, that you can reach a level of excellence in your life. So I hope you're ready for that. You'll get a recording, but to take it in and to declare to yourself that you will apply these principles to improve your life. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the importance of cultivating your life force. So give it up for my brother, one of our priests from our Pittsburgh area, Atefu and Pesh.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
He's brought the fire. So I'm turning it back over to you so you can introduce the rest of our program.
Give it up for worldwide good. You got moving. Tahuti Kamo. So I just wanted just a couple of things. This is a fundraiser. We have some wonderful vendors back there. So make sure that they get sold out today. So we have Vintage, which has Kemet Fest hoodies and Atefu t-shirts, Chi weights, Chic Afrique, all natural shea body and hair butters and oils, earrings for that special moot back home, Divine Expressions, which deals with clothes, accessories, fabric, Orwahe. Back there, she's doing her thing back there. Orwahe Madu has books and nutrients, art by Lamine, t-shirts, herbal coffee, elderberry syrup. Genetic Roots has clothing. Where's Genetic Roots? Genetic Roots has clothing. Divine Dailies. Okay. Okay. Bath, Shea Butters, Hair and Scalp, Blue Sky Graphics, Neturu Arts, Mashengo Arts, Neturu Statues, Leaves of Life Botanicals, herbal healing products. Okay, awesome. Make sure you go back there. As we go out through this conference, we will make sure that some of them come up and show a couple of their things. So if you're online, you can see what they do, and they'll let you know how you can support them. We also have a 50-50 raffle. They are $2. Make sure you go see and check them at Kira in the back. If you are online, you can still participate. We have a Zelle or Cash App. So if it's Zelle, it's 215-828-4398, or Cash App at #AQKHIRA. And I will be saying this every now and again throughout the thing, but if you have the Cash App or you're going to Zelle, just make sure you put in the line for raffle and make sure you put your name. She's going to put your name as they come in on the ticket so that you can still win. And make sure you put, because we'll have your number if you send it by Cash App or Zelle. All right?
So I just want to take a minute. I neglected to give thanks to our followers on our Facebook pages and on our YouTube channel. Make sure you do subscribe to our channels. And we wanted to give you a taste of the Atefu Conference. We're going to be going into our private webinar room. This is a paid event, so it's not too late for you to participate. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the website going across. It's www.osar, like Pennsylvania. That's AUSARAUSETPA.com. Make your way over there. You can purchase your ticket to the event, which includes a recording of all the activities for $25 for the 2 days, okay? And we will be turning off Facebook and YouTube in just a moment. So make sure you get that web address. Again, it's right there on the bottom of your screen, and come on in and join us in the webinar room.
All right, for the people on YouTube and Facebook, hopefully you will come over, but we are going to go ahead and push forward. And first we have stoking the raw force. Listen, we have to really pay attention to this, right? This is like what this is all about. How do we keep up our vital force? How do we keep up our energy to play sports or be in school or run businesses and run our households? So this is so vitally important. And this brother has got such a resume